Have you ever wondered how a single decision can transform everything? Not just your day, but your entire life. Think about this. What if the choice you're about to make could determine whether you'll achieve what you desire most, or if you'll get lost along the way? Imagine for a moment that you're standing in front of a fork in the road. On one side, the comfort of what you already know. On the other, the uncertainty of something new, something that could change everything. As you hesitate, a question invades your mind: what if I'm about to make a mistake? Now, take a deep breath. Because what I'm about to tell you might just be the missing piece to the puzzle of your life. A decision isn't just a choice, it's an act of courage. But here's the secret no one tells you: it's not about the decision itself, it's about who you choose to be while making that choice. Get ready, because in the next few minutes, we're going to uncover something that could change the way you approach every choice you make from here on out. Think for a moment, how many times have you felt stuck when faced with a decision? Maybe it was something simple, like whether to accept or decline an invitation, or something deeper, like changing jobs or ending a relationship. And then that thought creeps in: what if I make the wrong choice? Now, let's dig deeper. It's not just the choice itself that paralyzes you. It's the fear of what comes next. The fear of failing, disappointing someone, or even realizing that maybe you're not ready for what this decision demands of you. But what if I told you that fear isn't the real problem? There's something bigger happening beneath the surface. Something that's influencing every decision you make, without you even realizing it. It could be a pattern you've been carrying for years. Maybe it's that moment when someone told you that you weren't good enough. Or a past experience that made you believe it's not worth trying. That invisible weight is there, shaping your choices, steering you away from what really matters. And the worst part? The more you avoid facing it, the stronger that pattern becomes. You start doubting yourself, and every decision feels like a battle between what you want and what haunts you. But here's the truth: what's at stake now isn't just the outcome of this decision. It's your ability to break this cycle and finally take control of your life. And for that, you need to face this conflict head-on. Because it's not going to disappear until you choose to confront it. Now, imagine for a moment that, even in these moments of doubt, something or someone has always been by your side. No matter how lost or alone you've felt, that force has been there, silent, but constant. It's like a compass that always points north, even when you're not looking. You can call it intuition, inner wisdom, or even that quiet voice that emerges when you need it most. The name doesn't matter. What matters is that it's there. Remember that moment when you had a gut feeling? Maybe it was a "don't do it" that stopped you from going down a dangerous path. Or a sense of "now's the time" that pushed you toward an opportunity you almost missed. That force is trying to guide you. But here's the crucial point: it can only help you if you learn to listen. It acts like a lighthouse in the storm, lighting the way, even when everything around you seems dark. But often, we ignore this light. We get so caught up in the noise of fear, the rush, or external expectations that we forget to look inward. This force doesn't demand perfection from you, nor does it require you to know exactly what to do. It only asks one thing: that you trust. That you take a step, even when the path isn't clear. Because while you hesitate, it's there, waiting for you to recognize its presence. And here's the most powerful revelation: this force has always been by your side, even during the times you thought you had failed. Every stumble, every mistake, it was there, whispering that you could try again. Now, it's calling you once more. But this time, you need to be willing to listen. Because it's your attention, your collaboration, that will turn this force into action. Now, imagine the scene: you're closer than ever to making the decision. The invisible wall is still there, and the closer you get to the door, the stronger the resistance becomes. The pressure in your chest builds. You feel the weight of every doubt, every fear, every insecurity. What happens now? What do you do when the choice seems impossible? Every step you take toward what you desire seems blocked by something greater. Maybe it's the fear of failing again. Or maybe it's the fear of facing something you never imagined was hidden inside you. What's at stake here isn't just the success or failure of this decision. What's at stake is who you are. Who you become when you choose to move forward. The strength, the silent compass that has always been by your side, is trying to guide you beyond this barrier. It has shown you the way before, but now, you feel that something is still holding you back from taking the final step. It feels like the entire universe is conspiring against you: the fear, the doubt, the what-ifs that haunt your mind. Every obstacle ahead seems bigger than the last. But at the same time, there's something undeniable that you feel: the presence of this force, stronger than ever. Like an inner fire that burns brighter when you're on the verge of giving up. This force isn't pushing you, it's waiting for you to choose to move beyond fear, beyond doubt. It won't force its way into your life, it needs you to open the door. Imagine that you are at the top of a mountain, looking at the view you've always dreamed of conquering. But before you, a chasm seems impossible to cross. You know there's a way, but you can't see it yet. And that's when the crucial decision becomes clear. You have to trust. Not in what's visible, but in what you cannot see, yet feel. That invisible wall you see now is just an illusion created by your fear. It rises higher the more you hesitate. But when you allow yourself to cross it, you realize it's not real, you just needed to make the move to bring it down. And by doing that, everything that seemed impossible begins to become possible. Now, you're at a decisive point. The door is in front of you, the path is clear, but fear still whispers: what if it's too late? What if you fail again? The questions begin to take over your mind, but here's the great truth: the time to act is now. The choice before you is not simple. It's not just about deciding which path to take. It's about who you choose to be in this very moment. You're facing a unique opportunity to rewrite your story, to take control over what seemed uncontrollable. And this requires courage. Courage to do what your heart knows is right, even with fear still present. Think about this for a moment. What you choose today will not only shape tomorrow, but it will also define the person you become as you take that step. Every decision you've made up to this point has brought you here, and now, you have the power to change everything. You have the chance to finally break the cycle of fear, doubt, and hesitation. You have the power to choose freedom. But here's the tough part: this decision won't wait. The time to act is not just in front of you, it's within you. It resides in your ability to stop, breathe, and choose to move forward, even if you don't have all the answers. This is the moment to trust your intuition more than your fear. What you decide now will be the turning point. It will determine whether you continue living with doubt or embrace the courage to take the next step. And, more importantly, it will define whether you become someone who hesitates or someone who acts with the certainty that they are capable of handling whatever comes next. Think about the future you want. It doesn't matter what's happening around you or how difficult past decisions have been. This moment is yours. What you choose now will sketch a new beginning for you, a beginning where you are no longer a prisoner of fear or doubt. You are the creator of your destiny. Now, stop and breathe. Ask yourself, am I ready to take this step? And, more importantly, do I trust myself to make this decision? The choice is in your hands now. And the decision you make will be a reflection of who you've chosen to be. The truth you may not have realized until now is that the future you want is not far off. It's right there, within your reach, waiting for just one thing, your decision. The path ahead doesn't need to be perfect, but it requires courage. Courage to choose, courage to trust, and courage to move forward, even when the road is not fully lit. You've been through so many tough moments, and yet, you're still here. That means something. It means that you have a strength inside you that goes beyond what any circumstance can define. And now, you have the opportunity to prove that to yourself. You have the power to transform your life, not from a big external change, but from a small internal decision. Remember, life is not about having all the answers right now, but about taking the first step in the right direction. Every move you make toward your true self, toward your purpose, will push fear away and bring you closer to who you are destined to be. I know it feels scary. I know doubt is still knocking at the door. But here's the key, you're not alone in this process. The strength that has been by your side until now is closer than ever. It's ready to support you, but it depends on you making the choice to move forward. There is no perfect moment, but there is the moment now. The moment when you decide to act, decide to trust, decide to be the bravest version of yourself. The decision you make today is not the end, but the beginning of a new journey. And remember, no matter how many obstacles appear, the power to decide is always in your hands. The future you desire, the peace you seek, the life you dream of, all of it is waiting for the simple act of trust in the next step. So, what will your choice be? What will you decide now? The answer is inside of you, and I believe you have everything it takes to make this decision with the strength you already have within you. The future you've always imagined isn't out there, waiting to be reached. It's already here, waiting for you to have the courage to take the first step. The moment is now.